Well, joining us now is Senator John Barrasso, Republican from Wyoming, and himself a physician. Welcome back to the show, Senator. It's been a long time.
Great to be with you. Thanks for having me.
What are you going to do when you've got these four senators who are saying, we don't like the plan that's emerging out of the House, it's got to get through the Senate? What are you going to do to bring them on board?
Well, a couple things, Stuart. One is this is a monumental shift away from Obamacare. We'll see what actually passes the House. There are a lot of people in the House with good ideas on how to improve it, and I'm looking forward to having those incorporated. And in the Senate, we're going to have a chance to put this on the floor for debate and amendment. But fundamentally, we know that Obamacare has collapsed.
Yes.
Insurance companies are leaving. People aren't buying. We need to do something to provide relief for the people that have been hurt by Obamacare and to rescue those who are under this collapsing system.
Well, are you going to look to the Democrats for some support in the Senate? After all, I think it is 11 Senate Democrats face re-election next year, and they come from states that candidate Trump won big time in November. Do you think some of them will come over? Because you're going to need some Democrat support.
Well, I would welcome their support. They should have been working with us from the beginning. They tend to not want to do that, especially when President Obama came and rallied them before he left office to say, don't cooperate, don't work with Republicans. The Democrats realize this is such a fundamental shift away from Obamacare that they're conflicted because they, in the sense, created Obamacare, which has failed the American people. So I would welcome their involvement. We have a responsibility to the American people to provide them with affordable coverage and care.
If this thing doesn't go through, it'll be the Republican Party that gets the blame. You will get the blame for not allowing the president's legislative schedule, Obamacare, tax reform. You'll get the blame when it doesn't go through. And there will be, forgive my French, hell to pay next year. I mean, we all know that, don't we, Senator?
Well, I think that's why it's important for the president to be involved as he is. It's working with members of both sides of the aisle, and he has had both sides of the aisle at the White House to talk about the importance of focusing on the American people and their needs. That's where this focus needs to be. But he's working with people. People from the left are against it. People from the right have come out with legitimate concerns. We need to strengthen it. We need to focus on what people need. We are doing the right things in terms of eliminating the mandates, eliminating the taxes, completely getting rid of the penalties, but saving the things that are important. Protecting people with pre-existing conditions and young people under the age of 26 and people with life, so there aren't any lifetime limits. So
Senator,
this is a huge step.
Then you will bend. You, Senator, will bend a little towards the conservatives to get it done, will you?
Well, I'm with Ronald Reagan, who said, if you get 80% of what you want, you should take it rather than go over the cliff with the flag flying. So look, you've got to look at what the policy needs are, and as chairman of the policy committee, I can lay them all out. There's also the politics, which you talk about, and then the procedural hurdles having to do this through reconciliation because the former president has told the Democrats, don't participate.
Okay. Senator John Barrasso, always a pleasure, and thanks for coming back to us. We appreciate it, Senator. Thank you,
Thanks,
sir.
Stuart. Thanks for having me.
Okay.